Guys, I can finally go and be with my son. I know that by the time you see this video, I will already be gone. But please don't be sad for me. After seeing 2 doctors, 2 nurses, CAT scan, metabolic panel, EKG, all the testing and questions, they can only deduce that somehow I was drugged.
We're going to miss you. And we're going to need you, Shirley. And I'm so sad that you're gone.
This is the story of Shirley Raines, the founder of Beauty to the Streetz, a nonprofit that distributes food and other resources to homeless populations in Skid Row, who was found dead in a suspicious manner during a welfare check by police.
How you doing, Queen?
If you are experiencing hunger and Miss Shirley Raines sees you,
Hi, King. You want a snack, baby?
prepared to be greeted and treated like royalty.
Whatever they need, we're a one-stop shop.
For about a decade now, the Compton native has been doing basically whatever she can to help folks who may be going through a hard time.
He'll give you 3.
I'll just take 2. I don't want to be greedy. Thank you.
It seems like she saw her death coming because she had gone online shortly before her death to announce online that someone was trying to kill her.
For me, it's just the unanswered questions: who, what, when, where, why. But I praise God for his protection. I'm grateful that I was able to vomit and get that all out of there. After waking up for 3 days, my sliding door for my garage was wide open, which means day and night for 3 days it had been open. Anybody could have come in the house, come and gone.
What happened to her? Who killed her? Let's find out what really happened and who she really was. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. Shirley Raines, aged 58, was someone who went through a lot in life before she became this popular person known by millions of people online. Before she became known online, before she built a large following, and before she stood in front of city officials demanding change, Shirley was first and foremost a mother. She is a mom and a grandmother who always believed in family, responsibility, and protection. Her life changed forever when she lost her son. Shirley Raines became a mother in 1987 when she welcomed her son, Demetrius Stevens Jr. at the age of 22. She was living with her young family in Long Beach, California, when tragedy struck. Just 5 days before Demetrius' 3rd birthday, he died from accidental poisoning after gaining access to prescription medication that belonged to a relative while in the care of Raines' grandmother. Shirley later recalled the frantic drive to the hospital, trying desperately to keep her son awake as he grew weaker, telling him how much she loved him while he told her the same. His death on September 6, 1990, devastated her, deeply impacting her mental health and straining her relationship with her grandmother for years.
Hey guys, the amount of people that don't know my backstory, I am shocked. So I'll quickly tell it to you. You can find it on CNN. When I won CNN Hero many years ago, they did a story on me and they have the most accurate story. But what happened was I was in my 20s and I was married for a couple of years. I was pregnant with my oldest daughter at this time. And at the time, my son was about 5 days to his 3rd birthday. He was restless. We were living in and out of hotels. I was making choices for my man, my relationship, following my husband. He quit the military. He didn't have a job and we ended up homeless. We tried to live with his family. They wouldn't accept me. We just were drug around states, living in and out of hotels, going from Arkansas to California. And we ended up back home in California where my father tried to help me. But, you know, my husband wanted to leave the show, even though he was leaving us down the road of destruction. And foolishly, as a young woman, I followed my husband. I did what I thought I was supposed to do. So we ended up in hotels, living out of hotels. And my son got very restless. He needed to stretch his legs. And I sent him to my grandmother's house, which is his great-grandmother. Unfortunately, she left some medication lying around. We don't know how it happened. All I know is I went to pick up my son the next day. And things just didn't look right. Things didn't feel right. And spirit was really speaking to me. And something just said, this ain't going to end well, kid. I got my son to the hospital as best I could. And I didn't walk out with my son. Man. I think a couple of years later, the panic attack set in. I couldn't afford to bury him. He's still in an unmarked grave to this day. I'm still trying to raise, I have the funds now. I'm trying to get the courage to put a headstone there because it took me many years to even get the money to get a headstone for my son. I wasn't prepared for anything. I didn't have the money to raise him, nor the money to bury him. The guilt. Child, the guilt. I have done so much work on myself to try to understand why me. But anyway, beyond that, I do the work that I do in the streets because I see a lot of these young women making the same choices I did for following behind some man, following behind some life that's only going to lead to destruction for you and those kids. You have to make decisions for yourself and for those children. So the work that I do, like I said, it's a lot of selfishness in it because I can't go back and save my son. But I see a lot of young little Shirleys out there in the street, and I can go back and try to help those situations. So that's pretty much my story. I still live a panic disorder every day. I do the work that it takes to forgive myself for that because my choice didn't just affect me. It affected my son. Years later, I found out that same man I made those decisions for was a rapist. I divorced him.
In the aftermath of that loss, Shirley struggled to find meaning until she eventually learned to forgive and sought healing through faith. On a church trip to feed people experiencing homelessness, she encountered a community that mirrored her own brokenness, and in serving them, she found peace. That moment became the foundation of her life's work. The pain of losing Demetrius became the driving force behind her nonprofit, Beauty to the Streets, and her commitment to people living on Skid Row. Years later, when honored as CNN Hero of the Year, Shirley described herself as a broken woman who had lost a son, explaining that her work was a way to mother those who had been left without one, turning the deepest grief of her life into purpose, service, and compassion.
You need a Costco hot dog and some juice and some snacks? Your condiments are in the bag and everything.
Can I ask you a question?
Ma'am, yes ma'am.
I appreciate you.
Of course.
What makes you do this?
Shit I've been through and I'm still going through. And because I have the ability to, shut up.
Oh, you got your blinkers on?
Now I do. Because I can and I want to.
I love you for the person that you are.
Oh, thank you. I love you for taking the time and telling me that.
Would you like some money?
No, I was going to ask you, would you like some money?
Well, yeah.
I give money. I don't get money. You need some money?
I
why are you offering me money if you need money? Well, I don't have a lot, but I get a little change.
I appreciate that.
Okay. I get people to donate for this, honey. I give you $20. Does that help? All right, my love. You have an amazing day.
I'm Anna.
Anna, they call me Miss Shirley. Can we fist bump it out?
Yes.
All right, Miss Anna. They call me Miss Shirley. Love you too, Anna. Nice to meet you, sweetheart. Have a blessed one. That's Anna, y'all. We got a new friend. Oh, come on. I see you. Come on, come on. Come on. I see you.
She told her own story.
Bringing beauty to the streets was important to the community. When I went out there to feed, and the community was more interested in my hair and my makeup. They must have told me that like probably 3 times. And then I was like, wait a minute, is this something you're asking me for? Like, do you want these items? And they were like, yeah, nobody ever gives us these things. I'm like, well, I got you with that. Got some mini lipsticks and mini mascaras, and I took it out and it made them feel so good. This is so crazy. So I remember I worked at a medical billing company, right? And I remember the Fenty Trophy Wife was coming out. It was hitting the shelves, right? Girl, I took my 30-minute lunch, ran to the mall, got the Trophy Wife, came back to work, and I was so happy. Fast forward, I'm running this nonprofit. I'm providing makeup to the homeless. I'm reaching out. I'm looking for makeup. And then I get an email from Fenty, and they ask me would I like some makeup. And what do you think they sent me? I'm gonna cry. Trophy Wife. We got to pass out Trophy Wife to the homeless, and I was like, oh my God.
She began to see her son in the faces of the people living on Skid Row, young men, young women, parents, veterans, and people who once had normal lives before trauma, poverty, or addiction took everything from them. She realized that if someone had helped her son more, if someone had stayed with him longer, maybe things would have been different. So she decided to become that person for others. Instead of just donating money, Shirley showed up in person.
Come on, queens. How you doing, mamas? You want to get a toy? What you want? What you see you want in there? Oh, she said she want building. You know what you want. What you like, honey? What you want? You can grab it, take it. It's yours. Merry Christmas. You're welcome.
Say thank you.
Got a ball thing that kind of catches thing. You want the moon shoes like you're walking on the moon?
Yeah.
Okay, give him the moon shoes like he's walking on the moon. What kid wouldn't want to walk on the moon? You're welcome.
She talked directly to people. She learned their names. She listened to their stories. She treated them like human beings. She founded Beauty to the Streets to provide food, clothing, hygiene supplies, blankets, tents, and medical connections to people living on Skid Row. But more than that, she provided something many of them had not felt in years: respect. She did not treat them like numbers. She did not treat them like problems. She treated them like family.
I want a hot dog. Anybody want a hot dog and juice and candy? How you doing, baby? Let me try to get y'all before y'all go in real quick. I'm sorry, I gotta move quickly. I didn't know y'all was going in. Let me hand them out to y'all. Here you go, baby.
Thank you so
Hang on. Don't put your hand in. Let me hand it out, please. Let me hand it out, please. Don't put your hand in, please, because it's food items over here, please.
One of the things Shirley became known for was cooking. Not just handing out snacks, but real meals. Home-cooked food. Barbecue. Breakfast plates. Holiday dinners. Birthday meals. She and her volunteers would spend hours preparing food, then serve it with dignity. No judgment. No disrespect. She often sat and ate with people. She talked with them. She checked on their health. She asked about their families. To her, food was love. At the same time, Shirley built a strong online presence. Through Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, she began sharing real footage from Skid Row. No filters, no fake positivity, just reality. People saw her comforting those who were crying. They saw her helping addicts get into rehab. They saw her standing up to abusive behavior. They saw her fighting for hospital care. They saw her advocating for shelter placement. They saw her confronting city officials. She did not sugarcoat anything. There were a lot of people who were against the good things she was doing, even the government that tried to stop her.
So they wanted 108 for having the crowd follow me that day I was passing out donuts on Mother's Day, 308 for stopping, and 208 for Barney Fife obstruction. Plus whatever, 700 and something. I requested a court date. See y'all in September. This is absolutely ridiculous and a waste of company time, court time, my company, nonprofit time, and the court time. But I'm not paying that. So she was like, you could pay it today and plead no contest or guilty. I said, I'm neither one. Oh, then you have to go to court. Are you saying you're not guilty? I'm absolutely not guilty. I'm feeling fucking homeless. So I'll see y'all in court.
There were people who did not want her to progress. Someone even tried to kill her. She narrated her experience online and how she managed to survive.
Hey guys, I need to talk to you about something a little bit serious. I realize I've been missing all week long. I have no memory of the week. The last thing I remember is hanging the piñata up on last Saturday, at Maryville's. I remember feeling extremely thirsty, and I remember telling Brandy my legs felt weak underneath me. After that, I have no memory of driving. They said I continued to feed. I drove home. I woke up Tuesday. I went to sleep Saturday night. I woke up Tuesday in my house, scared, bruising all on my arms as if somebody had grabbed me. My memory is completely erased. I still can't remember. I went to the doctor. It was too late to draw my blood to see if anything was in there. I'm still not 100% back to normal. My daughter's been taking care of me. It's been extremely scary. They ran all kind of blood tests on me. Nothing comes up. They think I need to do a better job watching, my surroundings. Somebody might have slipped me something. But that's where I've been all week. You haven't seen me feed, no donuts, no hot dogs, no pizza, no nothing. I'm still trying to get my memory back. I don't remember. It's extremely scary. And I'm just really trying to process. That's where I've been. Good morning, guys. Forgive the background noise. I'm at the hotel.
13 hours in Long Beach Memorial Medical Center. As you can see, most of my face piercings have been cut out. After seeing 2 doctors, 2 nurses, CAT scan, metabolic panel, EKG, all the testing and questions, they can only deduce that somehow I was drugged. What was it? We'll never know. The body absorbs it quickly, they said. By the time I woke up, it was no longer detectable. They said even if I saved my vomit, like I said I should have, they said it wouldn't have been detected in that. It has to come from your blood. My memory will come back over time. I went yesterday because I couldn't figure out where Costco was. I forgot how to pay a company bill. And I'm concerned about my memory. I still have my daughter driving me around, but they told me just to relax and it will come back. Every day, I don't know if you can tell by the videos I'm doing, but I feel like I'm getting better. Like every day, I feel like I'm more and more myself. I'm coming into this. For me, it's just the unanswered questions: who, what, when, where, why. But I praise God for his protection. I'm grateful that I was able to vomit and get that all out of there. After waking up for 3 days, my sliding door for my garage was wide open, which means day and night for 3 days it had been open. Anybody could have come in the house, come and gone. And they want me to do an R kit today just based upon those factors. I don't think anything happened down there. I did self-check, but I'm going to finish this out and do the rape kit. I'm going to pray on it. I'm going to release and let go and just thank God that he kept me, and we're just going to move past it, guys.
Hey guys, let's talk about it. So, yes, I'm still off my game. I've had so much trauma in my life. I've done bouts of Prozac, lots of therapy to get over the death of my child. And I was in a better place, off of Prozac. My mental had healed. The experience of being drugged 2 weeks ago, waking up 3 days later in a house alone, covered in sweat, vomit everywhere. I don't think I realized how much that was going to affect my mental. I've absolutely been thrown back into the worst panic attacks I've had in my life. My thoughts don't feel real. My brain is convoluted. I did not realize the toll this would take on my mental. I've worked on my mental my whole life. I'm almost 58 years old, and I deserve some peace on my mental. I've buried my child. I've buried his father. I've buried everybody. And I've done such work on my mental, and this one experience has tilted me. I'm in prayer with Pastor Gregory. He's working with me. I'm working on myself. And I'm going to take the time I need to heal, but I really did get back out there. I love my community. I want to work. I don't want this experience to win by keeping me isolated in my home. I know that I have a lot of good work to do with my homeless community. And I know the enemy doesn't want to see me win. And getting me to stay in my house, caught up with this panic disorder again, is a way of winning. And I'm not going to let that happen. So I'm going to tighten my circle a little bit. I am going to close my bubble. Not a little bit, a lot. My mental took a toll. I wasn't prepared for this. I was prepared for the physical battle. But not this part. So I'm working on it, and I'm working on me. And I know you guys will be patient with me. Love you.
Unfortunately, Shirley Raines was found dead inside her home in Henderson, Nevada, on January 27, 2026, at the age of 58. Police were called to her house after her daughter, Rashawn Williams, requested a welfare check when her mother stopped answering calls and would not open the door. Officers forced entry into the home and found Shirley unresponsive on the floor next to her bed upstairs. She was pronounced dead at the scene, and the Clark County Coroner's Office later confirmed her death.
An autopsy is still pending, and authorities have stated that no foul play is suspected at this time. If you've ever seen videos of her washing someone's hair, cutting it, or simply offering a hug, you understand that she wasn't just doing charity work. She was reminding people that they still mattered. May she rest in peace, and may the work she did not be forgotten by the world.
According to the police report, officers found a finished plate of food on her bed and a single white pill near her pillow. Investigators were told she had been taking medication, though the exact type was not disclosed. Shirley had previously spoken about using antidepressants to manage panic disorder. There were no visible signs of violence on her body, and her son was reportedly the last person to speak with her, several days before she was found. At the time of the report, her death was being treated as non-suspicious while authorities continued reviewing medical and toxicology results.
So glad you made it and that you're here because your life is a testimony.
I just keep thinking, why am I here? What is my purpose? I'm not.
Lizzo was sad when she heard about her demise.
I don't even know how to make this video, dog. Because I don't want to be like that girl crying on the internet, but Shirley Raines, founder of Beauty to the Streetz, incredible woman, leader in her community, passed away last night, and I am devastated. If any of you guys know about any of my Juneteenth givebacks, Shirley has always been a part of them every single year. We did a conversation in 2024 about why she does what she does. I shared the stage with her at the People's Choice Awards when they gave me the People's Champ Award. She was right by my side. She's somebody who I used to just give clothes to. I just had so many clothes, and I saw that she was going to Skid Row and she was going to homeless communities and she was beautifying them, you know, helping them feel seen, helping them feel beautiful, giving them makeovers, haircuts, clothes. And she used to joke like, girl, everybody be in your clothes. They're like, I got on Lizzo's coat. There was a time where she was like, we're in dire need. We need clothes right now. I think she was either in Arizona or Vegas. And I sent whatever I had. And even like asked Yiddy to like send me stuff. She was like, you made the plus size girls here so happy. They feel so fly. And she would always like write me when I was going through things and when like the public was turning its back on me. When the public was turning its back on me, she never did. She was like, stay encouraged. She would always send me messages of love, and she never, ever asked for anything in return. People like her are rare. Special, and they deserve to be protected and honored, and I'm so grateful I was able to give her flowers while she was here. If you don't know who she is, please go look her up, because her work is not over. She overserved the underserved, and she helped the marginalized feel important. We're going to miss you, and we're going to need you, Shirley, and I'm so sad that you're gone.
Despite her passing, Shirley Raines is remembered for founding Beauty to the Streetz and dedicating her life to helping people experiencing homelessness on Skid Row. Her death shocked supporters across the country, many of whom credited her with saving lives and giving dignity to people society often ignored. Her life shows that one person, driven by love, can change thousands of lives. And sometimes, the greatest heroes are the ones who never stop showing up. By that being said, we do not know who killed her and why she was killed if she was killed. What do you guys think? Please stay safe out there, and we shall see you guys in the next video.